Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another DIY. Welcome back to another tutorial. It's been a while we did fascinator. This I'm going to show you how to make this brim fascinator. So let's DIY. Let's get started. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe, and if you subscribe, thank you for doing that. So this is the material we need for this project. These are our materials. I'll be showing the material that we're going to need for this project. We'll be needing our net material. We'll be needing our material to cover our red cap. This is our net material. This is the free net material, and this is our baby material. This material is used for cap. And the next thing I'll be showing you now, I'll be showing you, look at the net, that is the net. And the next thing I'll be showing you in this video, I'll be showing you my vet cap. That is the vet cap. We're going to cover the vet cap, and I have some flowers. Here. These are the flowers I'm working with. I have it in two colors. I think I have in three colors. And this is my bead, my pearl bead. I'm going to use my pearl bead, and this is my streaming. This is the sliver. This is my streaming. This is the tiny one, and this is my needle and thread. And I'm going to have my tape rule. I'm going to have my scissors, and that is my gum. I'm going to have my glue gum. That's my glue gum. That is it, guys. So, and I'm going to have my Alice band. This is my Alice band. You can use the elastic rubber, big elastic rubber. And I have my basic stars on glue. And this is my wire for this tutorial. If you are watch previous of my video on how to do fascinator, you are going to see how to wrap your wire. You're going to wrap your wire with your net, and I have 50 inches. The measurement for this wire is 50 inches. Once again, I'm going to repeat again. The measurement for this wire is 50 inches. I've already wrapped it with my net, and I'm going to wrap it now. This is my net. You're going to place your wire inside your net, and you're going to wrap it. Can you see the way I'm doing my hand? You're going to wrap it and going to give it a shape. When you wrap it, you're going to bend it. It's going to give you the shape of this fascinator. If you want to make it round, you don't need to bend it. But if you want to make it exactly the design I make in this video, you're going to bend it. Just what I'm doing, it's very, very easy to do. You bend, and you see I'm bending it, so I'm bringing out the shape, and I'm going to tie it. So I'm done with the tying. So I'm going to cut out the essence out of it. Just look at it. This is very easy to do. Don't forget the measurement is 50 inches. If you want it to be bigger, you're going to make it 60 inches. And if you feel like it's too big, you can reduce the measurement. 50 inches. Just what I'm doing. It's very, very easy. So I'm done with the first part. The first stage, I'm done with the first part of this tutorial. We're going to the next part. Just look at this. We're going to the next part. And the next part for this tutorial is our first cap. This first cap is a old first cap. Then I decided to remove the cover. Then I have to do it back again. So I'm doing it back again. So I'm going to cover the first cap with this material. This material is called Yori or baby. If you are familiar with my videos, you're going to see how to use this baby for tutorial. So I'll be covering the vet cap. You can use a hot glue. To glue it down, but I prefer using my needle and thread. If you are making this for a client, use your needle and thread. You're going to sew it just where I'm sewing it. You're going to sew it round, and make sure when you're sewing it very tight. That is very important. You have to make sure your sewing is very, very tight. You keep sewing, you're going to sew it round. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment. On my story. So I'm done with the sewing. Just look at that. Is the inside. I'm done with the sewing. Can you see the sewing is very neat? So make sure your sewing tool is so neat like this. The outside of the sewing is very neat. Then you're going to place this inside your fascinator. You're going to place this inside the net. And what I'll be doing next now, I'm going to be sewing the vert cap and the net together. You make sure the vert cap is at the middle of the fascinator, is at the middle of the net, the wide brim net, just what I'm doing. And you're going to sew it round. If you're beginners, make sure you take it easy. You sew it round. So I'm done with the sewing now. I'm done with the sewing. If you don't want to do the sewing, you can glue it down. But the best advice for this tutorial is for you to use your needle and thread to sew it down. The needle and thread can take much time, so like people don't like to sew it. So that is the finishing look part of that first stage. And the next thing I'll be doing now, I'm going to purl this round with my hot glue. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to use my gum to, this is the pieces that's done gum, so I'll be beating it around now, and that's what I'm going to be doing it now. And if you want to make it easy for yourself, you can try to fix your Alice band first, but I'll not be fixing my Alice band. You can fix your Alice band first. And just what I'm doing, I'm going to use the bead round the net. I'm going to give it a full beat. The front is going to be full than the back. So the next thing we'll be doing now is we're going to be doing the pearl, and this is my flower. I'm still going back to the bead part, but this is my flower part. I'm going to use your hot glue. Use your hot glue. This is the flower. The flower is by the side of the vert cap. The flower is beside the vert cap. Just look at this. Just look at this. I think this is looking beautiful without finishing it now. It's looking beautiful. Just see what I'm doing. Keep seeing what I'm doing. It's very easy to do. You can do this for yourself. You can rock this to Owambe party. You can rock this to your church. You can rock this to party. And the next thing we'll be doing now, we're going to be covering this part with your streaming. Don't forget that we're going to cover it with your sewing, the sewing part, and make use of hot glue. I use my hot glue here. I'm going to press it down. I use my hot glue here. I'm going to use your hand to press it down. Just see what I'm doing. It's very, very easy. Make sure you use your streaming to cover the sewing part. That is very important. Make sure you're going to use to hide your sew. So make sure you hide your sewing part. You hide your sewing part. I use another pearl. I use another bead in this tutorial. You can use your glass bead. You can use your stone. It just depends on what you want, and it just depends on what your client wants. In this tutorial, you have to work with 2 materials or like 3 materials or like 4 materials. In this tutorial, I use 4 colors. You have to know how to mix your color, and which is very important. So I mix of purple, gold, and silver. I have 2 shades of 2 gold. I think I have 3 shades of 3 gold. So it just depends on how you're going to mix it. Just what I'm doing. And if you want to make it just one color, you can go ahead and do it. So you keep doing this. You're going to bead it. Just see what I'm doing. That's another bead. This bead is in the market. Just check the market and see it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment. Just see what I'm doing. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy. Make sure your work is very neat. If you are doing this for a client, if you are doing this for yourself, make sure it's very, very neat. And don't forget to watch all my previous videos on turbans, on Ankara accessory, on fascinators, on beret DIY. Show me love. Thank you for your love and your support. And that is the last part. What I'll be doing here, I'm going to be using my hot glue. I'm going to be using my hot glue to cover So that is the finishing look part. That is the finishing look part. And you can check previous on my video on how to fix your Alice band. You can use elastic rubber, just depend on what your client want. That is the finishing part. Thank you all for your love and your support. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to keep commenting. Thank you. So that is the finishing part. Thank you all for your love and your support. I'll be seeing you next time on my next video. Stay your girl as of Mina. Bye. I see you next time on my next DIY. Don't forget to watch this full tutorial. Don't forget to watch this full tutorial. Bye bye. I love you all. I love you so much. Bye. See you next time. Next time on my YouTube channel.